What's up, guys? Welcome back to FishOfHex. My name is Travis. Today's video is not so much reef related, but it does have to do with the channel and the fish room. Now, as I mentioned in the video I posted on Saturday, I was going to start building a recording booth because we have the crickets from Spike's new cage, we have the neighbors, we have the lawnmower, we have the helicopters, we have my kids, we have the fish tanks, all sorts of things that make it very difficult to record anything. Here's my mess of a desk. And as you can see, I've been drinking a lot of seltzer during this project. Anyway, when it came to recording, before I started the booth, I basically had to turn everything off, including the tanks, turn the AC off, the vents, everything, and made sure the kids were napping and nobody was mowing the lawn and nothing was going on, and then I could finally record. Now, unfortunately, if I had to record anything over 10 minutes or so, I had to turn the tanks back on, because very rarely do I record something in one take. It's either a stutter, an F-bomb, or something just doesn't sound right, so I re-record it. Now, I would turn everything back on, let it get back to temperature, and then turn everything back off, and then continue recording. Just a huge pain in the butt, made it very difficult to record. Now, I did start doing recordings in the evening when everybody was in bed and quiet it down, but I'm already exhausted at that point, and I just couldn't force myself to get quality content out. So, over the last 3 days, I have been working on this recording booth, which is basically a giant box that sits on wheels, and I can move it around the fish room. Now, there has been a couple different variations of this build, and I'll talk about those here in a second, but overall, this is a pretty good concept for blocking out the sound and giving me an area where I could put a computer monitor, which will link all the way over to the desk, a keyboard, mouse, and of course my mic. So, let's talk about the variation that I had so far. So we have this foam here, which is 12 inches by 12 inches by 1 inch thick. You can see it's like notched out there. There's black and red foam. I picked it up on Amazon. There's like 130 pieces. It's not the cheapest stuff in the world. I think it came out to like $130. It's not cheap. But anyway, I originally had just a piece of plywood with the foam on it. So it was basically just like this on the inside, and that's all we had. Now, it sounded pretty good. It wasn't boxy sounding. The only problem is that that half-inch piece of plywood was not keeping any of the sound out. It just wasn't keeping things out, and you can hear the fish tanks through the wall still, and it just didn't sound right. So I decided to up the thickness of the wall. So to give you an idea, we have of course a half-inch piece of plywood, then we have a half-inch piece of foam, and then a half-inch piece of sheetrock, and then another half-inch piece of sheetrock. So that's how thick all the walls are here. So I went from a little bit to about 2 inches, or if not more, of thickness all around in this little area. So I definitely notice a difference when I get in there and shut the door. Now I'm not really hearing anything on the outside. The only problem I have left is that the door it's relatively cheap. I got it for like 30 bucks, and it's hollow. So I'm filling it with some foam, but that's not really a good idea because the stuff expands so much. So I'm probably going to put some sheetrock on it and then put some better hinges, and then of course we'll add our foam over it. So the plan is, now that I've got pretty much the structure done, I'm gonna go through and clean up this foam that's all around here, put in the putty to clean up the holes and the cracks and all sorts of shit like that, and then come through and sand it, and then 24 hours later, and then go ahead and put all this foam all the way around, black and red, yada yada yada, all the way around. Man, it is super tight in here. Oh, but it's okay. So you did notice a little bit of difference. I don't know if you guys, it's probably gonna be echoey shit. Ooh, it's dark in here. We got the light. Hello, hello, hello. So it is, it's not that bad. It will get a lot better once we get this foam on here. We'll really cut down the echo, because even when I had a little bit of the foam up on the front in the original build, just a little bit of foam did a ton of work at absorbing everything. So either way, we cut out all the sound from the fish room. And we just got a, man, that sounds freaky as hell talking when I get back out here. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far. Not a carpenter, so don't give me shit. Not a carpenter at all. I just kind of pulled this out of my ass and built it. And it turned out pretty good. It's not the cheapest thing I ever built either. And I hate to have to take it apart. That's all I gotta say about that. It's a pain in the ass. So yeah, a lot of work to do. Should have it done within the next couple weeks, depending on what's going on. And then I'll do a final video, which will be the last video. So this will be like part 1 of the booth build, and then we'll do a final video when it's completely done, and you guys will be able to do some sound differences. So yeah, let me know what you think. If anybody is like a professional booth maker and knows more about this and can recommend different things, feel free to put that in the comment section. I'm taking all the advice I can get because, like I said, not a carpenter. I read a million different forums, did a ton of research on the general concept, and my goal is, again, to block out everything around me and to make it not sound like a box and not sound like shit on the inside. That's really my goal. That's it. I should put a little light here that says, you know, quiet time or some shit. You know, that'd be funny. But yeah. That's it, guys. Let's give you a little bit of walk around here in the fish room since it is super fucked. Yeah, had to put a cover over this. I turned the lights off real quick and put a plastic bag over it because I ended up getting some shavings from, or some dust from the plywood the other day, and holy shit did that piss off my skimmer. I had a, you know, it drained 5 gallons, and luckily I have the Avast Marine container, which turned off the skimmer so it didn't just keep pouring water out. Everything there is pretty good. I just, again, have the lights off so I don't mount the plastic. I'll take that bag off here in a bit. The frag tank looks pretty good. It's blue as shit. I did lose one of my acros on the right colony here. I had a temperature spike. Unfortunately, it went to 83 degrees down here. That's me pissing around, doing carpentry stuff and leaving the door open. It got really hot down here. Didn't pay attention to it. I have the alarms off. Don't ask me why. I just have them off because was reprogramming, never turned it back on. So I didn't get the alarm when the temperature got to 81. Went up another 2 degrees. All the polyps in this entire tank sucked up. I was like, uh-oh, something bad's going on. I looked over here and RTN'd one of my acros, like, gone. Like, it was like in a matter of a couple hours it was done. So good thing about that is I didn't really like that acro, so that's a plus. It still sucks that it died. I am going to put a Cali Torque there because I need to grow more of that. It just sells so quickly. Other than that, I haven't done anything with the imported system. I gotta take pictures. It's a super mess right now. Yeah, nothing really else going on. I got a ton of work to do, but I just gotta, like I mentioned before, when I get a project and I'm focused on a project, I just gotta get it done. So right now it is the booth. I just gotta get it done. Hey, say hi to Spike. Spike, say hi. You want to come on and play? Hey, say hi. Get that light out of my face. He's a little pig. He's getting fat. Eats a ton of crickets. He doesn't eat the ones that make noise, though. I don't get it. Alright, well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions, let me know. I will see you Wednesday with another video, and hopefully maybe Friday or even Monday of next week we'll do the final video. Damn camera. On the vocal booth or recording booth. Alright, so I'll see you guys later. Peace.